Morning, people. How you doing? It's Thursday, May 30th. About I don't know, quarter after 8 in the morning. Just making a little video. Feeling kind of inspired today. Feeling kind of rejuvenated, like new. Feeling just a series of emotions, but they're very positive. They're very positive today. Um, I have no idea what I'm going to say here, but I figure, say something, man. If something's on your mind. Uh, just, I don't know. It's good. I recently had my ex wife come into town for 5 days. And to a lot of people, I'm sure that would be like, oh, Jesus, that's like root canal, DMV for the ladies, kind of pap smear, fever of 104. A lot of people would look at that as like one of the worst things in the world. Oh my God, I got to spend some time with my ex. But me, I look forward to it, you know, when her and I talk or when we get together, because, I think her and I found a way to realize, the directions that we were heading. And we made sure that we left some money in the bank. We left some food on the table, some gas in the car, as it were. So when we do see each other, it's kind of like two old friends getting together, you know, and that's a very unique situation in itself to be able to, have that kind of rapport with someone. Um, I'm immensely grateful for that, and there's always a series of emotions when you see somebody that you love or someone that you loved in the past, or you know just the feelings of all the moments that were shared in your life. I don't think anybody can just cast that aside completely and act like it never happened. You know, when someone comes into your life, there's the theory of there's a meaning for everything. And some people last, of course, longer than others. And the beauty of relationships is you never know necessarily where they're going to head. And I think, you know, knowing that is one of the splendors of life, where I think today there's more of a mindset of, I want to know where all this is going from moment one, you know? Um, and I think that kind of stifles, it kind of suffocates the beauty of a relationship that's new and unfolds, you know? I mean, we all want to kind of know where we're heading in life, but I don't think we should ever lose focus on spontaneity and the ebb and flow of life, Stop trying so hard to choreograph everything, you know? My late father, ugh, adopted father, adopted family, he mapped out every single thing in his life, every single thing. I would not be surprised if the man had a schedule for his bowel movements. All right. No shit. Like he made lists for his lists. He'd make lists for everything. Nothing was left to chance. Excuse me. And I always thought that that was really bizarre. But as I get older, I understand some of the value in it because, you can't remember everything. You kind of have to put things in an order of priority. But I think today we're applying that to relationships, you know. Um, and in some ways, I don't think that's very healthy. And going back to me and my ex, we never really did that, per se. We just kind of winged it, you know. We knew we had our objectives. We knew we had our jobs. We knew what our goals were. individually and collectively. In the years of raising children, how, and rightfully so, your children come first, and some of your personal goals and dreams and aspirations and what have you has to kind of take a back burner. But I think, right now, what I'm kind of fucking around with in my head is, you know, putting together a little synopsis of how I've been able to make relationships work in my life under the most auspicious circumstances. But of course, none of it's rehearsed or scripted because I don't believe life can be lived that way. You know, life has to have spontaneity. Life has to have an ebb and flow, a tide, a current. And you can't control everything that happens. But I think if you can allow yourself to be aware of where you are and what your objectives are, it's kind of like cruise control. It kind of will drive itself. But with the ex coming into town, for me, it was just great. I needed that. A lot of you know that I live alone in a big house, and I have a cat, which is still amazing to me. Um, and sure, I don't care how busy you are, or what you're doing, you get a little cabin fever, and company, especially good company, is greatly welcome. And for me, this was a very positive thing, and it's kind of bittersweet. I mean, you you know the person very well, they know you, and you just kind of for us, we just kind of pick up where we left off. It's like, hey, we need to get this done, or we need to do that, or let's try this, let's try that. And it's just, it's a reminder to me of how well we worked as a couple, as a team. And I think that's an area where I'm going to be kind of putting together my thoughts instead of just randomly off the cuff doing what I'm doing right now. I mean, actually put something out there, maybe even on my YouTube page, to, I don't know, give some guidelines or some instruction to how to make a relationship work, because people today, I think, have a real problem with that. I think there's a lot of issue right now of committophobes, people who are just freaked out about any level of commitment, you know. Well, I got to tell you, folks, at some point you have to make a commitment, whether it's to yourself or to someone else. But I'm going to work on some things and kind of map it all out to where I can have more of a succinct dialogue. Um, but I just wanted to share this morning. I'm feeling really positive. And I already miss her. So someone watching this may say, hey, you know what? That guy still loves his ex-wife. Well, hey, guess what? You're right. I do. You can't spend the better part of 3 decades with someone and raise children with someone and go through so many of life's struggles and just, cut it off. No feelings. I think if you can do that, you've got some things that you need to resolve. Um, but again, I'm feeling positive today, and this is just kind of rambling. But I don't know. I just figured I'll share it with you rather than the wall or the cat. Well, the cat already knows the story. Yeah, he's. I have to pay him to put up with me, of course. But I want you folks to have a good day today, and I'm gonna kind of get my thoughts more together about some things that I want to share in retrospect, in reflecting on my life, that maybe could be a helpful tonic, as it were, to those who are younger than me or to those who are my age, um, on how to maybe work through relationships and to value one another. Um, I think today we're we're missing the boat on a lot of the human character and the things that we should be paying attention to a lot more so than the little handheld device, you know. So we'll get into that at another point, but I just kind of wanted to put this out there right now, just to say, you know, hello and good morning, and that I'm feeling rejuvenated. I'm feeling a positive flow, and I hope my ex, who's down in California now with our daughter, is feeling the same way today. It was time well spent. So, all of you guys have a good day, love each other, and give each other a hug. Okay. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.